The Winter Olympics is just around the corner and we're already learning that the games aren't going to go happen without being an anti-Trump affair. These athletes should have taken note of the devastating impact mixing politics with sports had on the National Football League, but instead decided to ruin it for themselves and everyone else. Heading off the anti-Trump attacks first was 33-year-old gold medalist skier, Lindsey Vonn. She's since slipped into obscurity, but there was someone not far behind willing to take the disrespectful torch from her in trashing Trump. Like Vonn, it didn't take long for the gay Olympic ice skater to receive his prize for disrespecting the president. It's strange how athletes have no problem using Trump to bring attention to themselves by making such bold public statements for how much they hate him. What's even odder is that they never seem to learn their lesson and can't stop themselves from slandering him, regardless of the massive ramifications. The latest victim of the stupidity is Adam Rippon, the 2016 U.S. men's figure skating champion who just got what he earned when he opened his mouth and made a disgusting public declaration about Trump. The athlete flew into a typical liberal temper tantrum for attention. USA Today reports, Adam Rippon, the 2016 U.S. men's figure skating champion who is believed to be the first openly gay U.S. Winter Olympian, criticized the White House's selection of Vice President Mike Pence to lead the 2018 U.S. Olympic delegation to South Korea in a phone interview with USA Today Sports Tuesday night. You mean Mike Pence, the same Mike Pence that funded gay conversion therapy? I'm not buying it, said Rippon. Not buying what? The fact that Mike Pence is the VP or that he's leading the U.S. Olympic delegation? Either way, it's a reality. Another reality is that Mike Pence never funded gay conversion therapy, so this guy is as full of shit as any anti-Trump idiot out there. Rippon, 28, who was selected to his first Olympic team earlier this month after finishing fourth at the U.S. National Championships, said that he would prefer not to meet Pence during the traditional meet and greet between the official delegation and U.S. athletes in the hours leading to the opening ceremony. If it were before my event, I would absolutely not go out of my way to meet somebody who I felt has gone out of their way to not only show that they aren't a friend of a gay person but that they think that they're sick. I wouldn't go out of my way to meet somebody like that, Rippon said. It's funny when these people spout off like this thinking they are going to get a standing ovation and instead come out looking like losers, which was the case with Rippon. Trump doesn't care if he comes to the White House because the president has far more support from the American people than this figure skater who lost all that support when he slammed our leadership. The most ironic part of it all is that Trump has actually done more for the gay community than Barack Obama. Also, in making these really divisive remarks, he actually proved himself as being totally intolerant while criticizing Trump for supposedly not being tolerant. It's such silly irony that only liberals are capable of creating. However, he wasn't done with his verbal vomit and doubled down with what he said next that really proved just how crazy he is. I don't think he has a real concept of reality. To stand by some of the things that Donald Trump has said and for Mike Pence to say he's a devout Christian man is completely contradictory, Rippon added. If he's okay with what's being said about people and Americans and foreigners and about different countries that are being called shitholes, I think he should really go to church. Of course Mike Pence is morally against homosexuality as a devout Christian and he goes to church, which the skater would have known if he could see past his sequence. Just because you're morally against something, doesn't mean that you treat people different or with any less respect, and Pence proves that. Rippon, on the other hand, does not. I don't think the current administration represents the values that I was taught growing up. Mike Pence doesn't stand for anything that I really believe in, Rippon added just for sake of sounding like he knew what he was talking about, but proved he does not. Our current administration absolutely represents everything our country was built upon, those core values of our Constitution, which this figure skater must have forgotten after 8 years of leadership from a president who actually didn't represent the values of this country. Just like Vonn alienated herself from a massive fan base of proud Americans who watch sports, Rippon has now just done the same. Do these athletes never look at the failures before them and take note of the demise? They seem perpetually intent on destroying their reputations instead in their ongoing quest to destroy Trump's.